Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to talk about the Xiaomi Electric Scooter 6 Ultra. This is the best version of the scooters that Xiaomi announced at MWC 2026. But one of the biggest things obviously that comes out and basically is very striking is the color. It matches the SU7 that they have. And this is obviously one of those unique colors that Xiaomi's been putting out as far as their Ultra experiences. New format, bigger format, more power, acceleration with the new boost mode, up to full speed in 2.1 seconds. So without further ado, let's check out the Xiaomi Electric Scooter 6 Ultra and all of the things that makes it so special. Now, one of the main things that you'll probably notice right out of the box when you first get this is obviously that everything is almost assembled with the exception of the handles that you just need to screw in. They include the screwdrivers as well as the actual Allen wrench to be able to put that on, and you are literally ready to go within 5 minutes. You just need to pair it directly to the application, the Xiaomi Home application, and then from there, go in and make sure you update. There was one update for me when I first set it up, and then from there, you're ready to go. The configuration, or at least the tagline that we're getting here with this device, is the Go Beyond Live Ultra. This is the best version of their scooters that they released. There was a series of devices or a series of versions of that, and this is the ultimate version. The color is unique to it. The power that it has, it's even nicer. And we also have the brand new 3-inch TFT display that provides us the ability of controlling and, of course, seeing the information that we have in here, the drive mode, initiating boost mode, which we're going to talk in about a second. More so on the new experiences that you're getting here, it's featuring a 500 watt motor, a rated motor with a massive, basically a 1200 watt of peak power, capable of getting us basically from 0 to 25 kilometers an hour, which is roughly 15 miles an hour. And of course, the ability of easily conquering inclines of up to 25 degrees, although I will say that it can go actually even higher than that. But the new introduction of now the boost mode, which is different than what we've seen in the past. In the past, we've had 3 modes. It's always been basically walk mode or standard mode. There's D, which is the standard mode configuration, and that gets us up to about 9 miles. And then, of course, there's the, obviously, sport mode, and that gets us up to the 15 miles an hour. Where the boost mode comes in, it's a unique feature that you need to accelerate or activate by holding the M button and the right brake, which allows you to go to full speed in 2.4 seconds from a full stop, which is great, and that's where the boost configuration comes in. Overall, as far as the experience here, you're ready to get up to 75 kilometer maximum range, roughly about 50 miles, so 46.7 miles. And the ability of charging it and getting up to 30 kilometers of range in about an hour and full charge in 3.3 hours, making this obviously a much faster experience than what we've seen in the past. The suspension is also definitely very nice here. We have the dual 12-inch all-terrain tires, bigger tires, bigger configuration, as you can definitely see from the size. And we have a dual swing arm suspension, and of course, you can definitely control, and it absorbs all of the shocks from the road. I absolutely had no problems with any of the things that were going here. I'm pretty sure you guys want to see all of the different configurations, the speed modes, and all of the things like that when it comes down to this scooter. Overall, what I will say is this: it is definitely the best that Xiaomi has to offer in early 2026 when it comes to their riding experiences for an all-terrain experience. Previous scooters have also had the ability of going somewhat on a little bit of a dirt experience. Here, when you're looking at the tires from both the front and the back, we have the dual configuration for the brakes. As I said, you're not going to be disappointed. But let's go ahead and go outside, actually more than here, just going on actually on the road and getting those tests done and sharing with you guys the different experiences that you get here.
The Ultra really brings in a very unique experience because Xiaomi is departing from the standard looking scooter to be a little bit more ruggedized. And what we're talking about essentially is just the look of what we're getting here with the Xiaomi, well, the 6 Ultra. First and foremost, it's bigger, it's higher, it has bigger tires, it still has the signal lights, it still has a better, well, it has a bigger display on top. I feel like it's a little bit heavier, but it also houses a bigger battery. It has 3 speed modes: walking mode, drive mode, or standard mode, the D mode. And there's S for sport. And then there's also that extra option called the boost mode. Now, technically, it's not a drive mode, but it's an accelerated start for about 15 seconds. You're able to activate by holding a button configuration, the menu, and the right brake if you activate it in the settings. And we'll be able to actually accelerate up to that 15 miles an hour in the US from almost to stop. Like, you barely have to kickstart this. Previous scooters, you had to kind of give it maybe 3 to 4 feet worth of kickstart. Here, you kick off and you basically are able to go. It won't start from stop, but you can kick off very easily, and with the boost mode, get to that 15 miles an hour very quickly. My recommendation is basically practice with this a little bit on a straight area so that you don't actually have any issues. But other than that, the speeds that we should be expecting here, obviously, the walking is primarily meant to be basically a practice mode if you've never used a scooter before. The drive or the standard mode can get you up to about 8 to 9 miles an hour, and of course 15 miles an hour, which is technically 2 miles higher or 3 miles higher than the max last scooter that I got from Xiaomi, which was only giving me about 12 to 13 miles. So 15 miles here. And there's a few other options in there. There's an electronic brake system here to be able to help you brake, or use the motor to help you brake as you're decelerating. There's, of course, the signal lights, as we talked about. And we also have the ability of locking and unlocking the scooter using the application. So there's that theft protection. And if you try to move it, it actually will start making an alarm noise. Also, it's heavy enough that nobody's going to be able to pick it up and walk around, because it actually does have a decent amount of weight on that. A little bit of wind here, but we're going to do some driving again. Just overall experience has been an absolute blast. Okay, so we're going to do the test of the 3 drive mode. So I'm going to put... Okay, we're in walking mode. This is going to be ridiculously slow, so I do apologize about that. But this is what it looks like that if you're going from full stop in walking mode, again on the Xiaomi 6 Ultra from, well, the Scooter Ultra. I mean, it's really, really slow. Yeah, I don't think this is really meant to be a drive mode. I think this is when you hold it and you're walking it. But let's go ahead and put it in drive. Now, this is technically considered to be standard mode. I do apologize for the wind, but this should get us up to 9 miles an hour. Okay, now we're at 9 miles an hour. That's full speed on standard mode, or D, which is what they have it in here. I'm gonna go ahead and brake using both handles. Full stop, really nice. Now we're gonna do sport mode, but we're not gonna do boost. We're gonna do boost second. So this is accelerating from full stop on sport mode. Whoa, yep. The pickup is much faster. We're up to 13. So now we are 15 miles an hour. I'm gonna brake. Full stop using both handles. We have dual brakes here, both arms, and of course front and back. So definitely very nice. So now I'm gonna hold the M and the brake and the right brake to turn on boost mode. Boost mode is activated now for 20 seconds and only 20 seconds, and it should be able to accelerate us up to full speed pretty quick. Let's go. Oh, sorry, we'll do it one more time. Whoa. Okay, 15 miles an hour, full speed, still in boost mode. We're gonna brake. Whoa, okay. Now, obviously, I'm hitting the brakes very, very strong here. This is just to show in case you have to stop at from full speed. But really, really nice. A little bit noticed, I mean, I'll say this, the boost mode is very subtle to a certain point. The acceleration on the 6 Ultra is already above and beyond anything that you've had with Xiaomi, well, from Xiaomi before.
So to summarize the entire experience overall, I am absolutely pleasantly surprised on how Xiaomi has been able to upgrade their scooter experience and still keeping it in the same sense. It's kind of like the same family. It's not too far off. The look is absolutely very unique. You will definitely strike a look here because everybody will be able to notice it. It is ruggedized. It looks absolutely great. I will be very honest with you guys. I did actually fall, and not due to the scooter, but because of my mistake as I was going off-road a little bit. And you know what? I picked it up, dusted it off, and then I was able to go, and it works really nice. I like the new display. I like the configuration with the touchpad. Of course, the signal lights we've had in the past. I love the option here on the actual throttle. The ability of actually holding it from the handle itself, as opposed to just having to put the thumb on it all the time, is also definitely very nice. We have the integrated bell that's built in here, the security system in here, Apple integration. Enough space here to be able to add, as you can probably figure it out, that's where I mounted most of my cameras in experience here. You can put a phone holder on that side. The clip here is very nice, very good, easy to configure, and it obviously clips to the back there. And we also have a plastic back holder here in case you're carrying something and you don't want to hold it with your hands. So all in all, the experience is very nice. The lock here is definitely very secured. You can see it right there. I'm going to go ahead and turn off the light. And I'm also going to push the power off here. I'll go turn it off. It's simple. It's really, really like feeding into what the Xiaomi experience is. You bring it in, and this is it. It's pretty straightforward. It is not a light scooter. I will say that it is a little bit heavier, but not impossible. So if you need to take it upstairs, just be aware you may need some help, depending if you're used to it. But other than that, I mean, I'm able to lift it, and it works great. It is not as light as it used to be, but I appreciate the upgrades that they've done and all of the things that they've given us here. So with that being said, I want to say thank you very much to Xiaomi for allowing me to check out their Ultra scooter, as well as some of their other Ultra experiences on the market. But you let me know what you guys think. Is this a scooter that you guys have been looking for? So I'm hoping that this gives you enough information to make the decision. Is the Ultra, the 6 Ultra from Xiaomi, when it comes to an electric scooter, the right one for you? Thank you very much for the support. Like and subscribe as usual. I will see you. See? Alarm. In the next video. Bye-bye for now.